Hey beauties, it's Riri. If you're new here, I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty, and I'm pretty obsessed with indie brands. Today we are talking the brand new NOMAD Cosmetics Provence palette. I was gifted this in PR. Thank you so much to NOMAD Cosmetics. And I do now have a discount code with NOMAD, so thank you so much, NOMAD. My code is Riri10. That is not a commission code or anything like that, but NOMAD Cosmetics is a brand that I really love. I love that their inspiration is being a nomad, being a traveler, going to all these different places, experiencing things, experiencing life and culture and other people. I love the brand so much. So thank you to NOMAD for the wonderful opportunity. They did also send their brand new launch, which is the lip glosses. As you can probably hear, the grass cutting guy is here, so instead of sitting and talking through my two looks, I will pop up the two looks that I'm going to be doing with you guys. Yeah, the only thing I will say very quickly, this particular shade right here, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. I don't like to mispronounce things. It is incredibly kind of hard pressed in the pan. I do want to use it today just to kind of see how it performs on the lid. A swatch is not always indicative of how it's going to perform on our eyes, but it's just really hard pressed in the pan, and I don't feel like, in my personal opinion, that it has a lot of color payoff. Of course, you'll see swatches and everything, and of course we'll put it on the eyelids and test that out. Everything else though, the mattes feel incredibly soft, incredibly buttery. I really like their matte formula. Everything else is beautiful. I love that the purple has like little flecks of pink glitters in it. I love that the yellow has a little bit of like a lime green to it. So we're gonna pop up some swatches. I swatched the entire palette going kind of left to right, and then I also swatched it in the various color stories so that you could see each little color story together. I love that. I love that they did that. You could of course mix and match, or if you're a newbie or you just don't really have an idea of placement or color theory or things like that, each respective row is a look for you. So we're gonna dive in. Alright, beauties, I took off the e.l.f. tape and I just took a wipe and cleaned everything up. I really think this is really beautiful. I love the deeper gray, but this kind of slate bluey gray shimmer shade, it's not my favorite. And I will say that this palette kind of versus the other Nomad Cosmetics palettes that I have has quite a bit of fallout in the mattes. It's more of kind of a thinner matte formula, still soft, still blended out really well. The beautiful yellow kind of green shifty shade I think is stunning. The grass cutting guys are gone. So I want to try this foundation with you guys. I got this back during the Sephora sale. It's the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Foundation in the shade 8P. I got it kind of in the hopes that I could wear it for summertime. So I'm hoping that it works now and it's not too dark. I will speed this part of it up and then we'll finish the eyes together. But I think overall, I really love the color story. I really love the layout. I like that you can kind of mix and match. You can play with the palette kind of in its entirety, but then you also have those little trios. I think that is super easy, very beginner friendly. Like I said, this particular shade is not my favorite. It still looks beautiful on the lids, and that is personal preference. They're more of kind of a standard old school shimmer, if you will, whereas this one is more like my vibe. Very shifty, very sparkly, very pretty. So this I think I like a little bit more, although, I mean, who doesn't love an eyeshadow wing? We all do. So I'm going to put this on very quickly. I'll speed this part up, kind of give some first impression thoughts. And then we'll do the lower lash line and I will give final thoughts at the end and we will test out a gloss and there might be a little giveaway at the end. Oh, I did not know it was like this. Okay. I think I'm just going to squeeze it straight to my skin. Ooh, very liquidy. I think we're going to be an okay match. And I know people say it all the time. Guys, I use SPF of 50 or 100 on my face and I only use an SPF 15 on my body and I am in the sun a lot. So my body is obviously way darker than my face before you come for me in my own comments. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, a little goes a very long way. Oh my God. Okay, well, let me take some of this from this side of the complexion. A very little bit goes a very long way. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I was not expecting that. I like the texture and the consistency of it. I don't feel like I'm smelling anything. If anything, I maybe smell a slight perfumed scent, but I also have perfume on, so it could be a mixture of the two. But I like to place the product down when I don't place too much down at one time. And I kind of pounce in this general area where I have a lot of redness, broken capillaries, acne scarring, things like that. And I avoid the direct under eye. I am more mature, so less is more when it comes to the under eyes. I cut out a test right now to how it's going to wear and things like that. I will leave a pinned comment for you guys. And I always post everything that I've used in my description box. It's always down below if you did want to go and purchase it. Those are affiliate links or commission links. So if you do purchase anything at all, I definitely appreciate the support for the channel. All right, that is beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb though, because this is incredibly glowy and dewy as you can see. And I have very dry skin. If you have oily skin, I guess this is probably a no for you. Okay, let me finish putting this on. I am going to go ahead and set it down just to be safe, but I will update you guys on it. So far, so good though. Alright, we are going to go in and finish the lower lash line now. I think I'm going to go into Macaron right down here with a smudger brush. Yeah, I love this palette overall. Again, just that one shade is just not my favorite. Everything else I feel like is performing well. And then I'm going to go into Rosé, which is the soft pink. And just kind of buff out the darker shade with that light pink. Okay, I like that. I think that's really, really pretty. On this side, I'm going to go in with this kind of deep plummy gray purple shade. I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm going to wipe it off really quick. I always keep a towel over here beside me and one on my lap. So I'm going to go in with that kind of purpley gray shade. I do wish that there was a kind of more beaming, very light, pale inner corner type of shade. That's being nitpicky. That is a personal preference. And then same thing like on the other side, but I'm going to go in with the light lavender shade and buff it out underneath. So yeah, you're going to get a little bit of fallout. There's definitely a lot of kick up in the pan with the mattes. I kind of recommend to do your eyes first, but I think that both looks are actually really beautiful. I am going to pop on some mascara. Alright beauties, here is our finished 2 looks. Of course, you will see up close pictures. I do really quickly want to test out a lip gloss. I will say that I am not somebody that if I receive products, I'm going to swatch every single one and touch them to my lips or to my skin. If I know that I'm not going to use them, I personally don't believe in that. I think that it's wasteful because if they're not products or shades I'm going to use, they're going to sit in my drawer for a year and I'm going to be decluttering them. So I will test out the one that I think that I would actually use. I'm not a huge gloss fan. And then the other 3 are going to be given away to you guys. So this is the shade Miel. I hope I'm saying that right. M-I-E-L. And it is a beautiful kind of sheer pinky. I feel like I'm definitely seeing some like goldy peach in here. I really like the component. And I would have already popped up pricing, but the palette does retail for $39. The glosses are $12 each, or you can get all 4 for $39 in a bundle. The packaging is really nice. I love the bumblebee. And I also wanted to say too, that they do send in their little card, it does say the cause. Bees make the Garden of Delights possible, and with this launch, we are so proud to support the Bee Conservancy. That is something else that I really love about Nomad, is that they give back and they're quite generous in donating to different causes. So I love that. All right. Okay, kind of a standard flat paddle doe foot. I will swatch it in my hand. Yes, definitely seeing some like gold and peach. Ooh, very pretty. All right. Let's try it on the lips. Okay, so instantly I'm seeing the kind of like peachy shade first. Some slight tackiness, but not overly like gloopy or sticky. Now on the lips, I'm not really seeing a whole lot of pink. If anything, I'm seeing more kind of peachy nude champagne with like a little bit of reflect in it. That is really beautiful. Very comfortable. I do like that it's nice and high shine, and I do not feel the sparkles on the lips at all. So that is the look. I'm going to be giving away the other 3 glosses that they sent. I'll add a couple of other things to this. So make sure that you check the description box for the giveaway rules, please. But basically, you're going to be subscribed to the channel, like the video, share the video out. You must be in the USA, be 18, and then just leave a comment for me. Thank you again to Nomad Cosmetics. Thank you to you beauties. I love you. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.